But basically, what we're talking about here is purpose, what is purpose, or what is my purpose in life? I think most of us get to a point in life where we kind of start to think about those things a little bit and realize that there's far more than what we see and what we do every single day, especially in today's age. I think we're clouded from a lot of the reality of the world. We're just kind of too consumed in the media or whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on that's ruining you. It's ruining you. It ruined me, but I've tried to cleanse myself from it, and since doing it, I started to see things a lot more clearly, and which is why I like making these videos to tell you about them, because I know if I did it, then y'all can do it as well. And again, obviously, I'm not perfect. That's another reason why I'm making these videos, is because I want y'all to be on this journey with me, because I still got a lot more I can learn as well. But I do enjoy sharing what I learned so far about the world, and just sharing my thoughts, because I do it pretty frequently. I might as well make some videos on it, you know what I'm saying? So hey, here we are on this beautiful day talking about purpose. And so what is purpose? Well, ultimately, everything in life has purpose, right? These trees you can see behind me, the sun that is glaring on my screen right now. The sun has a purpose. We all know that. The grass, the wind blowing right now. The animals, the birds, everything has a purpose, right? If you think I'm lying, just look a little closer, or just do your research on it, because we have this fascinating tool called Google, and you can find anything you want to know on there. So, but where I'm getting at is basically, if everything around us has purpose, everything in life has a purpose, then we must have a purpose as well, right? But I think it's so hard just for us to figure that out, because we have so many options nowadays. We see so many different versions of what you could be on like social media or TV or whatever. And so most of us are kind of clouded from what we actually are meant to be, rather than just trying to be like somebody else, which is something I've struggled with in the past. But, a big thing I realize is that you just got to be yourself, right? And that's the first step, is just being yourself, sticking to what you know about yourself, staying true to it, and learning things along the way. You can't live a successful life being like somebody else or trying to be like somebody else, to an extent. But when it comes to finding that purpose, that's where it's going to hit you later on in life, and you're going to be like, okay, well, now what? I've basically perfected living a life like this guy, but I don't even know what I want to do. And so then when you get there, then the money doesn't really mean anything, does it? But anyways, see, I get off topic all the time. Y'all got to help me out here, okay? This is ridiculous. Let's be yapping. I'm a yapaholic. When it comes to purpose, the most important thing, like I said, is to stay true to yourself. Learn things along the way. But think about the things that you really see yourself doing. Think about the things that you enjoy, Everyone's got something about themselves that they know is what makes them you. So what makes you you? What drives you? What makes you feel alive, And to be honest with you, I'm still figuring that out for myself. I think it's something you kind of learn throughout your whole life. I think that's what life is about, is finding your purpose, riding with it, and just fulfilling God's path as much as you can every single day. And there's some days when I lack. We all lack. But at the end of the day, when you come to realization with just like who you're meant to be, who God calls you to be, that's all you need right there. That's all the motivation in the world, in my opinion. But anyways, just going down the path that God has laid out for you, because at the end of the day, we don't know where we're going to end up in the future, right? And that's where we need to surrender ourselves to the higher power, surrender ourselves to God, because He knows our path. He knows the plans that He's made out for us. I got a Bible verse tattooed, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans for a future and a hope. He knows our plan. He's already got it set out for us. But it's up to us to find out who we are. What's our purpose? Well, it's to fulfill God's purpose for us, what He created for us. And so I think that's what life is about, really, as a human being, is finding that purpose. like I said, I'm still kind of going down that hole. Ultimately, I think that's a good first step. Staying true to yourself, what makes you feel alive, what makes you get up in the morning, what makes you passionate about the world, and just fulfill God's purpose. Fulfill God's plan. That's what our purpose is in life. And another thing to think about, which I think helps a lot, is just looking around you at the nature and how knowing that everything does have a purpose. You learn to kind of adapt with it when you start to realize, there's always something you could be doing. Especially as human beings, we're built different than anything else. We have the opportunity, we have the abilities to just think about what we want to do. Put our mind to it and actually put it into action and just do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. That's what's crazy about life as a human being. Which I don't think a lot of people think about that, is just how lucky we are to be able to have a mind and just put it into action, whatever we want. Of course, it's not that simple, but it is, And I got ticks crawling all over me. What is the purpose of this tick? Who knows? To kill me, to suck my blood. No, but look, I can look it up right now. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I don't know about insects, but I guarantee you that little tick has a purpose, It's amazing how everything in life does. And so you just gotta look a little closer sometimes to really see that and really see for yourself what you're meant to be. But I think the first step of really opening your eyes to that is just spend some time alone. I think a lot of people are afraid to be alone nowadays, always wanting to do something or, just get some dopamine from social media or video games, just hanging out with friends, going to a bar, whatever. Instead of actually just, taking some time to themselves and sitting and thinking about, what they want to do or who they are. And luckily for me, I'm just very introverted, so I've had a lot of opportunity to be alone. I've had a lot of time to myself. I think that's allowed me to really build a mindset to learn about the world, be open to learning about things that I see going on around me. But not everyone's like that. It's harder for some people, which I understand. I completely understand. You got introverts, you got extroverts. But at the end of the day, we're all our own person. And you spend too much time trying to be like someone else or trying to get the approval of someone else, are you really living? You're kind of just existing, I think that's the fuel we need. Is do we want to just exist in this life, or do we want to actually, make a difference, make an impact, or do something with it? So that's my view on it. So finding purpose, it can be a struggle sometimes, but when you know that God is by your side at all times and he's already laid out that path for you, it takes a lot of worry off of figuring that out. And of course, I believe it to be something that you learn your whole life. Some people just figure out earlier than others. That's okay. But what are you doing if you're not even trying to figure it out? It's like, what's the point of any of this? What's the point of life? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not emo. But think about it. What's the point if you're not fulfilling your purpose? Bro, I just got a low battery warning, and I thought the camera stopped. But it didn't. See, I need to get a video camera. So, like this video and subscribe, okay? And hopefully, we can start getting some more views. More people can see this knowledge that I'm gifting y'all with. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I might need to get a camera. So, hey, invest in this video, invest in this channel. You'll get more high-quality content. I'm sorry I haven't been that consistent with uploading. Something clicked in me and told me that I need to start uploading more because I keep putting it off. So here I am on this day. I'm feeling really passionate about sharing my thoughts with y'all. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all listening. Stick with me throughout this journey so far. Every day's a new opportunity. Every day's a new opportunity to go out and find yourself, Do some soul searching. Find your purpose. So I just challenge you all just to take some time every day this week, just by yourself, just to think about who you are, what makes you you, and accept it because for some reason society's created this culture, this cancel culture, to where you just can't be different anymore. If you're different, you're a weirdo. But like, it's okay to be weird. I'm weird, I know it. Jesus was weird. Because what is weird? Well, weird means you're different. That's okay. That's okay. You don't got to be like everybody else. And that's why so many people have struggled with finding their purpose, because they're just acting like everybody else. So I challenge you to not be like everybody else, but to be you. Be who you were meant to be, Adrian. That's my challenge for you all. That was my Rocky impression, by the way. But yeah, think about who you are, what makes you you, and accept it. Embrace it. Don't throw it away. Don't get embarrassed. Don't feel overwhelmed. Accept it. That's what God calls you to be. Ride with it. Thank y'all very much for watching. See y'all in the next video. So I looked it up. It's literally another one on my neck right now. I looked it up, and the purpose of ticks are to take nourishment from higher level organisms, so I guess the bigger ones and the more like impactful organisms, take some of the nutrients from those larger ones and bigger ones and give them to lesser organisms, and provides nourishment for those lesser organisms. And like, that's amazing to me. So, you know, if you don't think you have a purpose, bro, a tick has a purpose. Look how tiny it is. A tick has a purpose. Everything has a purpose, man. You do too.